Pisces, how you doing? So this is going to be on the monthly, the silver and gold tier. This is going to be your actual monthly reading for December. Whatever it is that I do over on YouTube, I don't know. I'll probably use a different deck in order to just give people a reading for November, for December, and it'll probably be what to be aware of, okay? So let's see what your general overview looks like for Pisces for December 2022 for Pisces. What does that look like? So you got the Tower. You've got a lot of sex, rubbing one out or knocking one out. That's 100% sure. Some of you are trying to calm yourself down or calm and try not to respond as quickly as usual. Okay. Anybody that's very destructive and goes off like a stick of dynamite, this is also pretty much not responding to negativity, okay? But there's a lot of sexual flirtatious behaviour here, that's for sure. Okay, it's drawing in attraction. This wand is Harry. It's drawing attraction into things that are very creative, very positive energy, a new start. Might be moving. The Tower is a possible chance of movement to start over in a new place. Could be a Piscean, which is yourselves. Let's see Pisces for December, what they got coming up. So King of Cups, in love with a beautiful woman, with the Aquarian in reverse. So your plans are not quite happening till after Christmas. Don't forget that I was saying over on the silver and teaching tier about year 7 coming up. At the moment, we're in year 6. Year 7 is approaching us all. So you'll see a lot of movements happening in year 7 for all of us. Okay, so that means that where we are at the moment, we have a few hurdles to cross over yet. We've got a few things to sort out spiritually, emotionally, and physically within our life until the time comes. Okay, so that's the Star in reverse, which means that my dreams are here, but they're not actually coming true as yet. It just means year 6, that's all. Let's see. Pisces for December. So it's a plan. You're with someone. You're talking to them. There's a Cancerian life path 7 energy here. There's this energy of coming in and coming out. So you might not live with this partner, but they just visit quite a lot here. What's hearing the name Charlotte also. Let's see. Pisces for December. 6 of Swords, planning on travelling to and from a mother to a partner or a partner to a mother. Family, going to visit family and staying with those. There's a lot of travelling involved. You've got 2 sevens, so there's a lot of backwards and forwards energy. Let's see, Pisces for December 2022. So you got 8. And then the Fool. So you've got holiday coming up, okay, or a break off work, or this planning on travelling and moving, okay. A lot of us are planning on moving, Pisces. A lot of people and also our star sign are movements, travelling to a different place, different job or a country or house or home, a new experience, but it's not happening as yet, I don't feel. It's just the planning. December for Pisces. So you got 7 of Wands, getting really frustrated and getting really annoyed at someone. Okay. 7 of Wands is normally about where you work or where you live here. Getting frustrated. Okay, then you got the 8 of Wands and the could be Leo or Aquarian. This could be a Leo and Aquarian. Feeling like you want this 10 of Cups, but it's feeling like maybe the other person doesn't, or someone doesn't want someone to go. Let's see. Pisces for December. Yeah, 3 of Cups. Everything is fine. Oh dear, 3 of Swords. Jesus Christ, what's going on here? Pisces for December. 10 of Swords. Oh God, the end of the month doesn't look so cracking. Jackin or Jackie. Fuck knows what that means here. Well, is there a third party? Is there something stopping someone from doing it here? Well, let's find out. Let's see, the Tower. Why does Pisces have the Tower for December? Why do they have the Tower for December? Tell me more about the Tower. So it might be a mother, okay? It might be moving from a mother, someone that could be, it's going to be an air sign that could be very critical, or crisp, but very critical, okay? Or critically ill, I don't know. Or ill manners, someone that's got very ill manners. But it can also be a very cutting, disturbing energy, someone that flips the script really quickly. They ask a lot of questions, they dig into information. Queen of Swords is the expert at digging on other people, finding out stuff on other people, because they'll want information. So they thrive off talking, finding out stuff. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. What's the Queen of Swords here for? Is a Libra energy. Yeah, they're digging into a lot of information, gathering a lot of it as well. Why? On what? What's Justice here for? Might be legal stuff. It's communicating. Whoever it is that you're communicating with them on a very erotic kind of level also. It could be around your work though. What's the Ace of Wands? That's a business and stuff. Yeah, very alluring, very attractive energy. Feeling very healthy. Feeling really good. What's the King of Cups? As a Two of Cups energy. So that could be your partner, but you got the 3 and the 2, which means there's possibly a third energy that's here. That's just metaphysical with someone. They're in love with a metaphysical person, which means they're not actually with them. They just have a feeling for this person. Could be this 2 energy here. What's the 2 of Cups? Can also be a divorced husband. Leaving the 6 of Cups, you know, divorced. What's the 2 of Cups here for? Yeah, trying to move away from someone moving out. Trying to go towards this star in reverse. It's like Leo, Aquarian. Yeah, for someone else to look after me, something like that. It might be your children. But still year 6, still going through the same thing in year 6, where my dreams haven't come true yet and I'm not able to physically leave yet. What's the Page of Cups? Page of Cups is the 5 of Wands, so it brings more arguments towards children. Negativity, this is what to be aware of. So, very fortunate for me, all of my readings were proven true by a very fucking narcissistic person in the chat, calling me narcissistic in the Scorpio reading, saying that I was a narc for talking about myself and advising people. And what all my readings were about was danger, negative people, or danger approaching. And it was that person for me. So you've got to be very careful. Clients and people here, if you do tarot readings and you've got clients, or you do it online, you'll get a lot of negative people. Okay, they look for a response. I'm going to go over it in the teaching segment, but about adrenaline, okay, and dopamine. Dopamine is created by adrenaline. It forms itself from adrenaline. So we get a spike of adrenaline, okay, or spike of dopamine, creates adrenaline, which is the rush, okay, and then that's the letdown once we've experienced pain. So you get an action, a response. Okay, people that act in a certain stupid way like this don't get a response, but they look for one because they're in pain, okay, or Spain. But when they're in pain here, okay, they look for that adrenaline rush, okay, the dopamine. Dopamine doesn't come until they're in pain. Some people can't, so they rush. It's like a drug addiction, okay. Here's the adrenaline, here's the rush to go and get it. Once I've got it, I'm let down, I've took a drug, I feel guilty, I feel ashamed, and now I've got to chase it again. All they're doing is chasing dopamine. The body can naturally produce that. But if you can't even that out between dopamine and a letdown, that's where your vibration is between the two, okay? I'll go over it on a teaching segment for people, but you'll need to be on the gold tier for that. It plays a huge part in manifesting. An action response of learning about boundaries, of what our life is about, okay? Because it's about holding yourself there. You need to hold yourself in that moment between the adrenaline, the dopamine, saying, okay, I'm in pain, I'm frustrated, I want to go, I can't do anything, blah, 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 that is pain. Eventually, the next day or the day after, you'll have a spike of adrenaline and a spike of dopamine. That will make you rush towards it. And then you'll get it, and it'll be a letdown. You're like, oh, fuck, now I don't feel like I have any energy left. Because it wasn't the spike of what I was expecting between here and here. Okay, so I can feel let down. I have to start again, right? That's the algorithm of life. Okay, so it's about holding yourself here and here and feeling the moment. That's the self, that's the body. Our body produces the dopamine and the feelings and the notions and the everything that we need to do everything. Okay, but the answers lie within our body. Okay, so when we're frustrated and we're pissed off and we're in pain is normally when we're about to get a spike. But that spike is about holding yourself there to manifest it before you go to get it. Okay, because that's the good feeling. You don't want that bad feeling. That's the relief. That's the that's the chasing the adrenaline. Okay, adrenaline reward, a junkie. Okay, looking for a reward of a spike, someone else's, a response. Okay, so what's the Seven of Swords for? Why is the Seven of Swords? Yeah, let down. So again, it's someone that feeds off other people's adrenaline. So you might have this as a life path 7. I get this a lot. Like Cancerian placements for life path 7. Okay, I chase adrenaline. This is why I used to be a drug addict. Okay, so I chase subscribers, clients, fucking blah, 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 work all of the time, so on and so forth. And because I also chase it, I often have to realise, okay, I need to start thinking about me now. Do I feel as if it's time to put out loads of readings when my vibration is probably low and I can't give good messages? Or people that respond to your messages and they look for a dopamine hit because they feel low. They're in pain. They're suffering. Okay, so through suffering becomes an energy of then 6. I feel better now. Right? Here. Okay. That we've talked and discussed about how you make me feel so down. It's normally another person. 6 of Swords. So it's about waiting too. So it's an undecided energy as yet. Okay. What's this 8 of Wands for? 8 of Cups for Pisces. Why do they have the 8 of Cups? So it's working, and it's also still fixed energy, emotionally stuck. So you've got a partner here, I believe. That's for sure. What's the Fool energy for? 6 of Wands. So if you're watching this as a Pisces placement and you don't have a partner, and you're just connected to an ex still, or like wanting someone else that you can't, as you know, you'll be going through that for a while here. Yeah, because there's this plan where these people are thinking about moving on, moving away, cutting people out. 7 of Wands here. Yeah, making decisions to end things, to begin stuff. So it doesn't have to mean I'm ending a relationship. It just means that I'm going through a transition of an ending so I can move, right? I have to end things to begin things, okay? Can't do too much at once. I can't, you know, carry the burden of too many stresses of people. I have to be more concerned about myself. What's the 4 of Swords? Of what I want, not what other people don't want for me. You know. So you get another Tower again around a Scorpio or a life path 4 person. What's this Tower for? Yeah, around manifesting. Some of you are manifesting through a high vibration. Well, learning that your low vibration isn't going to manifest, but your high vibration will. So this is kind of like holding yourself in the moment of an idea that you've got that you want to go ahead on, but you're just trying to figure out how to do it. That's all. Okay. Figuring about what happens with the body, okay, when I think of this idea that I want to go ahead on, and how good is this idea and what it becomes, okay, but when I avoid people with a negative outlook. If they have a negative outlook, they send the magician back to the beginning because they've fucked up your manifestation, because they've annoyed you. Okay. Because they put self-doubt into your head that you couldn't do that, you know. What is the 8 of Wands? 8 of Wands, yeah. So you cut this person out. cut the person off that's very negative. If you're in a relationship, okay, and any of you, if your partner becomes very weird and obsessive and starts saying weird shit, right, and starts communicating way too much because things are not as they want more and more attention, or they want more love, or they want more answers, or they want you to do more, and you think, I haven't got any more to give. If they don't shut up, block them. No, I don't mean cut them out of your life forever. I just mean turn your phone off and stop listening to all of the ding, 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 like all the constant energy. You need to block it off. If someone's being very negative, or you're like, hold on a minute, I'm a fish and I'm busy and I'm doing something, okay, and you keep distracting me, I need to turn all of those off. Like, your phone is a huge distraction, okay, because this is a message that comes in, and it can be quite a lot, like bing, 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 bing. It's like, oh, fuck's sake. What now? Now, if a person's going slightly mad and they're demanding something from you, just the best thing to do is turn your phone off. Let them calm down. Because if your response is, look, fuck, right? Like I said, you've got to understand about adrenaline and a spike of well, it's like insulin and God knows what else. But like an action response, okay? So they act a certain way looking for a response. When you do respond, that's you responding really quickly. So then they get that dopamine hit from you because they get a response. Okay, so, you know, when you can get into arguments and stuff like that, it's feeding that energy. Now, addictive people of drugs or alcohol in the past can do that. Definitely in relationships as well. Okay, because they rush into situations, okay, to go and get it. And then once they've got it, they go down. Okay, so you have to understand that holding yourself there with no response sometimes is the better action, is no response. Okay, because I'm thinking of me, not you, not the demands or the problems or trying to solve you. I'm trying to solve me. I can't solve you. I can solve me though. So the way I can do that is by not responding. Okay, I don't respond. I turn my phone off. I stop listening to all your messages because they're not making any sense. And I don't need to respond to that, because if I do, I'm going to waste all of my adrenaline and I'm going to waste all of my fucking time and effort and energy, okay, and everything else, and I'm going to give you it, okay. Well, I feel so much better now I've got you to respond and ask the, you know, to keep asking my questions and keep responding. I need to keep that energy going, so I need to keep messaging you all the time because I'm insecure. You can't sort out other people's insecurities. If you're dealing with a Leo can change its form of a cat that's very confident but also a lack of confidence. Okay, if they have a lack of confidence, they can become insecure. So you need to keep securing their energy, which is why you got the star in reverse. It can also be an Aquarian here. Okay, so they're insecure. Insecurity, very secure in a relationship, but when they're insecure, they go to a timid cat. So they can attack. Okay, so they ask a hell of a lot of questions to make them feel comfortable, because the fire is feeding water. Okay, so it evaporates, drains. So you can't sort out other people's security or problems or questions. If you don't want to answer them, just don't. Turn your phone off. Okay, so 10 of Cups, then all of a sudden everything is okay, but the person still waits on you, Pisces. So, King of Swords, the masculine energy starts focusing more upon their business and their work, not listening to someone else's demand. 3 of Cups is the Fool. So this trip and this journey, you see, this is also, you get this spike of what I was talking about when there's distance. If you look at, say, okay, you're in a relationship, right, and you have a fucking stupid argument about something that's very childish. Very childish in nature. Do you have an argument? That build-up of the 2 or 3 days that you don't see each other or talk to each other, the make-up sex and the make-up is that rush of everything, right? We haven't seen each other in 2 or 3 days. We haven't spoke. We've argued. I've been in pain. I've been fucking really aggressive and everything else. When the energy's settled, that's the dopamine kicking in. You just think that it's yourself feeling better. The dopamine is known where to go. Sometimes you can be angry for like a couple of days or 3 days, stewing on it, building up the adrenaline. Okay, then the dopamine goes, ha-ha, let's make Steve or the other person or yourself feel really better. Then all of a sudden, When you contact your partner, you got shitloads to say. You can't stop talking. And the rush of meeting each other is, oh my God, I love you, I'm sorry, I'm blah, blah, blah. Let's go out, let's do all of this thing. And you're craving and feeling off that, the adrenaline, the dopamine. Okay. That's your body telling you signs. Okay. So sometimes to stop that spike happening, okay, you need to cut the energy off, because as soon as you've made up and you've done everything, it's like a ejaculation. The lead up to sex is everything. After sex, it's down, it's boring, it's gone. The feeling. But the lead up is everything. Okay, it's that, right? It's the aggression, it's the pain, it's the wanting and the needing and the urging. Okay, that urge is what you need to stay in. Okay, because as soon as you respond, it's over. Okay, so don't worry about people demanding a response, because that's the lesson they have to learn. You have to learn not to respond. That's a boundary. Okay, just because you have them isn't a bad thing. They'll just spiral if they do. 3 of Swords, because they don't have adrenaline to feed off, or dopamine. Okay, so you got the Ace of Swords. Suddenly we start being honest with one another, the Ace of Swords, and then we're happy again. Yeah. So you have a little blip in the matrix. What's the 10 of Swords? 10 of Pentacles. Everything becomes good and Brian, Rosie, Jim, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. 2 of Wands. Leo, Aries or Sagittarian. Your love life builds up again. You start making decisions where to go, what to do for the future. And then the 8 of Swords is an energy where 7 starts to play at the end of the year, because it's 8, but it's going towards leaving, you see, leaving the 8 of Swords for something better in life. So towards the end of the year, we get these energies starting over again from a new year cycle. And there you go. You get the King of Pentacles. So the King and the Queen are a counterpart and still are together and will be. So if you're one unit of relationship, you've just got other things to deal with around mothers and children, okay, or friends. And I don't know, if you're in a third party relationship and you're not talking to the person, I don't know, decide to talk or talk to someone else maybe. But yeah, I see the couple that are being a couple just being a couple. They're just kind of going through their general tit-for-tat life, really, of decisions that need to be made before Christmas. There's this understanding here and learning about your body, okay? Because when people say, okay, I need you to learn, you got to think of yourself, but they don't never really tell you how to do it, because what they're not explaining to you is what the body produces. It produces its natural hormones, okay? It produces its own organisation of life itself. It creates it, okay? But we need to understand it. When we understand it, we understand how the brain works, how the body function works, how our feelings work, okay? When we can get all of those under control, we are more of a stable individual that end up teaching other people lessons as we start to move forward, okay? That's our job as spiritual people, okay? So there you go. Very good reading all in all, Pisces. Thank you so much for joining. If you guys are on the monthly and that's it, and you do want to go over to the silver or the gold tier, there are only going to be certain star signs that will be there, okay? I will do the monthlies more than likely, but at the moment, you know, if you're not seeing stuff over on YouTube or you want extras and your weeklies and the other stuff, you've got to go up a tier to silver, okay? It's really not that much more for what you get, you know. You get monthlies and weeklies over there, and you get like 65, I think, readings all in total. That's your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, your numerology as well, and also your partner and the other messages that I do through there, which is how do they think, how do they feel, what to be aware of, what not to be aware of. All of that stuff is on the silver and the gold tier, okay? So thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully you have a good year, and I'll see you through it.